Welcome to the Graps podcast. I am Brainbuster. That is Khalid. Whatever, I won't say it. We're here to preview AEW Grand Slam, which looks pretty fucking good, genuinely. It's the first card I've been excited about in like a month, around there. And then we'll get into other stuff that happened on the weekend. Marigold and Tej mainly. But first, folks, formal announcement on the pod. We have a new series coming to the podcast. This will be in addition to the episodes that we already do once a month. It is called the Cage Match Chronicles. Now,
Double Z.
Hell yeah. Now, if you followed my solo channel, you might be aware of that. I used to do that series over there as well. It was only covering one match, though, and it was like going in order from 100 to 1 of the top 100 matches on Cage Match in terms of rating. Now, it is being rebranded for the pod, and what we're going to do now is go to a wrestler's cage match, go to their match guide, sort it by rating, look at the top 20, and then Khalid and I will pick 5 matches from that top 20, watch them, and we're going to talk about it. This is honestly just an excuse for us to talk about older shit and watch older shit that I mainly haven't seen a lot of the time, at least. For the first episode, I've seen a lot of it. We'll get into who it is in a second. I've already announced it on Twitter, so you probably already know, but whatever. But yeah, so that will be on October 5th. Live. We'll be going live for that. That might end up being something that we do just regularly going forward. Like on Wednesday nights, we'll go live because that'll be probably better. Just anyways, a direct response to Dynamite instead of a fucking you'll get our delayed responses. And I guess we'll get to interact with you guys more, so that's nice. People that are watching, we'll be able to build a community a little bit. So now, the first episode of Cage Match Chronicles will be Big Van Vader, Super Vader, Vader, Bull of Power, if you will. And these are the match listings. We have Nobuhiko Takada versus Super Vader on August 18th, 1994 for UWF. We have Sting versus Vader on July 12th, 1992, WCW Great American Bash. Jun Akiyama and Kenta Kobashi versus Stan Hansen and Vader on December 5th, 98. Big Van Vader and Crusher Bam Bam Bigelow, hilarious name, versus the Steiners. I didn't put a date on that, but New Japan. And then Bret Hart versus Steve Austin versus The Undertaker versus Vader, February 16th, 1997. So those are the matches that we'll be talking about. We're fucking excited. Listen, folks, we love professional wrestling. We love modern day wrestling. But in times like the past month that we've had where Dynamite has been lacking, AEW in general has been lacking, and there's been good stuff outside of the company, but it just hasn't been like hitting the same way. We're on the road to destruction and Kobe for New Japan, so it's just been a lot of like road to shows that have done nothing for us. It gets a little rough making content on the modern day stuff. I don't know if y'all have noticed the past couple episodes. We've just kind of been like a little bit on autopilot, it feels like. At least for me. I don't know if that's the same thing for you, but yeah. So that's coming October 5th, and that'll be monthly going forward. Very excited. Now, let's get into the actual contents of this show. Most of this will be a Grand Slam preview, which again, like I said, looks pretty good. Before we go into that, I will say that Cage Match has Grand Slam Dynamite and Grand Slam Collision split up into separate cards, obviously. But some of the stuff that was on Grand Slam, or that was advertised for Grand Slam Dynamite, has been moved to Grand Slam Collision. So if there's a match that is on Dynamite on Wednesday that we don't know about, or that we just happen, I didn't put on the agenda, I guess, we'll talk about it on the Thursday episode. So don't worry. So first on here, I have Mariah May versus Yuka Sakazaki, which is it should be a good match, mainly depending on how much time they get. Yuka's been like very good since she came back. That tag match on last week's Dynamite was like not like it was fucking good. It was very good. On here I have written angle alert because this is probably where we see Mina, right?
I think so. I haven't heard anything of like because Mina's been back in Stardom like for the past couple of weeks now, but she hasn't said. I don't think she said anything about going back to America. So like if she is, it's like being kept under wraps. So if she does pop out, hey, I'm gonna need like a stiff forearm. Like yo, you talking shit?
Yeah.
Crazy. For real. 5th anniversary. Run it. It's like, no.
That would be a crazy card if they had Ricochet and Ospreay and Mariah versus Mina. However, I'm going to object because we need a Mariah pay-per-view match, like pretty bad. Mm-hmm. And outside of Mina, I have no fucking idea who they would push to that scene, I guess. So
yeah.
We will see. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty excited for that match, though. Again, mainly depends on time. We'll see. One match that I'm like fairly certain will be fucking awesome. The Young Bucks versus Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay for the tag titles. Yeah, I mean, it's sure to be fantastic. I would assume be like more of the same from last week, but like in a good way. They had like the two teams had very good chemistry. Fletcher got the pin last week. Sick as fuck. Yeah, I'm very excited. Are you excited for the match, Khalid?
Yeah, this is going to be a for my good folks out there, that was watching the Indies. This is going to be a PWG classic.
Yeah.
You have 3 people who are actually in PWG, and then you have Kyle Fletcher, who's a younger guy, but he has that indie style inside of him, and what they showed off in that 6-man, I feel like they're gonna definitely incorporate that into the match, but then they're gonna take it slightly to another level. And I definitely feel like they're gonna play back to that match to where Kyle Fletcher got the pin, but it's not gonna be a 3 count. It's gonna be a 2 count. Somebody's gonna kick out, or it's gonna get broken up. Yeah. And then I do predict the Bucks retaining.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't obvious as well, Mariah's winning the match.
Yeah.
Now, I wrote down here, where the fuck did the Bucks go after this? Like, is there any obvious challengers after this?
Honestly, obvious challengers? No, there really isn't.
I'm not, to be clear, I'm not trying to turn this into the fucking tag division rant. I'm genuinely curious. Like, is there something that was there something on Collision or something that there was one team on Collision, or at least a potential team that looked fucking awesome. But we'll get into that later on, folks. Yeah, I don't know. There isn't really anybody, right?
No, like if they're planning on doing a match at Wrestle Dream, which is on like the 10th of October, I think. It's like the 10th of October.
Let me check really quickly.
Which is like we got Grand Slam this week, and then we have the 5th anniversary next week. And then, like, shortly following that, like, I want to say, like, 8 days is Wrestle Dream. So, as of right now, the only teams that they are building up is, like, teams I not really want to see win the titles. Not saying that they're, like, bad teams or anything. It's just right now in their current form, they shouldn't be probably not even in the title picture right now. And that's the Outrunners, if you couldn't catch on.
Yeah.
They're cool, but they're not. I'm not trying to see that versus the Bucks right now.
Not now. No.
Not now. If whenever they start a feud with like FTR or probably just FTR. Whenever they start this FTR feud and like if FTR turns, that'd be even better because now we got heel FTR, which we haven't had in a fucking minute.
I think that's where they're going.
I really hope so. I like watching like COVID AEW and like when they came back and seeing heel FTR, I was like, damn, I really miss them being booed. Like
When they come back as heels, I want Dax to grow out the beard. Grow out the beard. Same for Cash, please. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's about time that we get heel FTR back. They're not stale. I still love FTR, but it's like there's not a lot of depth to them outside of their matches, which, like, again, it's professional wrestling. There's not really an issue with that, but it would be cool if there was, you know what I mean? Like depth to them outside of their matches. I mean,
they're like they are like pretty similar to like Christian Cage in my opinion, because like Christian can be a face, you know, and like it's cool, but when he's a heel, it's a different, completely different person outside of matches. It's just a completely different person. And I feel like FTR, they could probably tap into that, and like heel tag teams haven't been good for a while because I mean like it's only been the Bucks. We haven't had a good heel tag team. I feel like everyone's like mainly face, so heel FTR in there, that'd be nice. Let's get it going.
Yeah. Agree. Now this next match, brother, I think is the most. I mean, for like kind of different reasons, like. Brian and Nigel is interesting and intriguing for like my fandom.
Yeah.
But Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin is intriguing for like how the fuck is Jon Moxley gonna wrestle? You know what I mean? Are we gonna get 2022 Jon Moxley, or are we gonna get fucking shoot style fusion Jon Moxley? Like I don't.
I will go ahead and say, going back to the collision that just happened this weekend, they when Darby had the Uno match, before he had the match, he was like he was telling Uno like, I don't want this fraudulent ass Uno that is, you know, that has came up in the past like year or two. I want the Uno that was bleeding when he fought Jon Moxley. And then when the match actually happened, Uno beat the shit out of him. I thought this was gonna be a squash. He started beating the dog shit out of him. I was like, oh my God, I'm not saying like, oh, like he was just like dominant in this match. No, he was hitting him as soon as the bell rung. He was clubbing his back, chopping him. He took him out to the outside of the ring, put him next to the stairs, did the cannonball, just beating the shit out of him. And then by the end of the match, Uno had his mask damn near ripped off. I was like, oh my God. So I would only think that Mox going into this match, he's going to have to brawl. He's going to have to. I would think when you have a match against Darby like this, number one contendership, the fucking battle art shit. I'm not gonna lie, leave it in Ohio. All right. Fucking when this shit comes out here and Darby flings himself at Jon Moxley as soon as the bell ring, and Moxley needs to realize, okay, we need to tap into that old stuff that made me beat him the first time when I fought him on the Indies. Brawler time, and then you know he just I don't know too much, but that's what
it's a must. We need it.
It is.
Now, do you think we see the War Master? Question. Seems to be getting hinted at by multiple people who have knowledge. I'm not saying I was told anything, but
damn.
I guess the better question is, what is your reaction if we do see the War Master? Josh Barnett, that is, for anyone unaware.
I mean, like, it'd be like, hey, Josh Barnett, yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. No, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm trying to work around it in my mind, but I think it would be fucking hilarious. It would be hilarious, but like, if I'm trying to if this match gets really good and then Josh Barnett comes out, that's when I'll be pissed. I'll be like, hold on, Okay, what are we doing?
My thing is like, just thinking about it, Josh Barnett, like also having Bloodsport and also clearly working with the World Wrestling Federation, signing with AEW. I don't know if that's gonna happen, man.
Oh, dear God, no, please. I really don't want.
I doubt it. We'll see though, but like, you know what? Like, I'll say this: if Josh Barnett makes his debut for All Elite Wrestling, and I get to hear a bolt thrower blaring through the stadiums, listen, maybe I can let something pass. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. The main event of this show is Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness. On Saturday, Nigel had a fucking awesome promo. It was a little long, a little rambly. The Shivani portion was like a little awkward. But once he got into the ring, I was like, let's fucking go, man. The crowd, though.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up, guys. They were chanting shut the fuck up at Nigel. Bro. Why are wrestling crowds so fucking bad?
They're just so bad.
I don't get it.
I don't understand it.
It's like I find myself like hating the crowd actively at all times.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match is gonna be fucking like again for my fandom. This match is gonna be just a ride.
Yeah.
I feel like. I know you're excited. You're missing the grin along that we're doing on Wednesday because you want to watch this match by yourself. Right?
I want to watch it. I want to take it in by myself so fucking bad. Like, oh my goodness. I cannot wait to be
pause.
But yo, pause. Yeah, pause. Whatever. I just fucking, like, I just can't wait to be in here. Lights off. Probably have my blanket around me, and I'm just in here tuned. I might even put it on the big monitor. Like, oh my God.
Oh baby.
He's like. It's you usually have it on the straightforward one, but the big one's going to get displayed because this is something I've been asking for since Brian said he was going to slow down and retire and stuff, and then I was asking for even more when I made the prediction for Nigel to win the Casino Gauntlet. I was close; he didn't win it, but he was in there. But we still ended up getting the match like relatively around the same time period that I thought we were going to get it. I thought we were going to get it Wrestle Dream, but we got it here at Grand Slam, so. I'll take it. I'll say I was right. Tony Khan listens to the podcast. Thank you, Tony. But yeah, this is like this is really gonna be like a I guess you would call it swan song. I think it's what people call it, is like swan song. It's a swan song for this era of wrestling. It
feels like it a little bit. Like we still got Joe.
Yeah.
AJ's still out here.
Yeah,
like we still got people around, but it feels like this style of wrestling, it's not going to be around, guys.
And then
for at least like I think in like 5 or 6 years, this style is probably completely gone.
The style is completely gone, and then also just the chance of two people from that era like being able to wrestle each other. Without there being like any like storyline or like nothing too crazy on like theatrics and cinematics. It's just we're going out here, we're wrestling this match. It can be a last match, but just know we're putting it all out there. There's only a few people like that left from that era, and like most of them reside in AEW for the most part. Like Mark Briscoe being Mark Briscoe, Roddy, Brian and Joe. Brian's gonna be almost done. If Nigel wants to do any more, he's probably not. He's not gonna do any other matches after this. I know he's not. But if he wanted to fight Roddy,
I mean, hey. I think he does want to wrestle Lee. I know that. But you know, like Kyle's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's like Steen, Zayn, Styles. They're out there. I do think eventually we see them outside of WWE. Not that they're not doing stuff that I enjoy in the WWE, but it would be much more intriguing to see them outside.
I want to see Mount Rushmore so fucking
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's not even that for me. I don't really give a fuck about that. Because like modern day Bucks is like, you know,
with a goofy Steen though. That's fucking crazy.
I guess.
That is.
There's so much more interesting shit for Steen to do outside of them. Imagine Steen versus Joe.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean that it happened in NXT, so that's why I was like, oh, wait, did it?
I don't care.
Yeah, it was like
That match. Okay, actually, that match wasn't even that good in NXT. Them now, I bet they'd fucking kill it. Old guy Steen versus old guy Joe was like, oh maybe, oh my god. I mean, Steen is like, and then him doing the package file driver. But Zayn is probably like the one that I'm like the most get the fuck out of there about. I need him to leave and do some weird shit outside of that company. I need it so bad. I need it. So yeah, that is Grand Slam Dynamite. Again, if there's a match on the show that we haven't covered, we'll talk about it on Wednesday or on Thursday. But yeah, Collision was this weekend. We don't have to talk about everything, but there's a couple things that were sick. The Bunkhouse Brawl match, Dustin and Sammy versus the Kingdom. More people are starting to catch on to the idea that the Kingdom are like actually sick.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I saw it all over my Twitter on Saturday, and be very happy. I feel we have been trailblazers in this.
Yeah,
we've been talking about them for like a year now. We haven't been doing. I don't think we've been doing the pod for a year, but like together we've been talking about this for like a year now. Yeah, I mean Dustin is still like ridiculous. I still love Dustin so much. The fact that he used like an actual Dusty Rhodes belt buckle that said Dusty Rhodes on it, I was like, that's the real dude. What did you think about this match?
Man, when they even announced this match, a lot of people, they scoffed at it. I was like, hey, I know you see the Kingdom right there. I know you see this is a stipulation, a hardcore stipulation match.
Bro, they came out in white gear, and I was like, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
The chances to believe went from about 75 to 100. All right. Yeah. Like, this is just nasty stuff. The suplex spot on the fucking chair.
Yeah.
Fucking that Doomsday. Lord, I love.
Oh my god, dude. Taven landed on a chair afterwards.
Yes, he landed on a chair. Oh
my
god. When it's not often that they find people. The Kingdom can find people who know how to like bump for the Doomsday, right? A lot of people, they land wrong. They land on their head, they land on their neck. It's like really scary. But Sammy, he did it right. He flipped all the way, and Taven, he jumps. He fucking soared over the ropes, and oh my god, like that shit was ridiculous. And then there was also the I forgot what Bennett did, but then he fucking held a chair in front of Dustin's face, and then Taven.
Oh yeah, you need it.
Yes, that shit was fucking sick, man. Them guys. But yeah, put the Kingdom in any type. I mean, even in a regular match, if it's for the title, they'll still knock it out of the park. But let them do the stip matches, ladder matches, table matches, whatever. They're going to do their thing. I want them in a important enough faction that they feel the need to have them in like the Blood and Guts or like Anarchy in the Arena, because I know they would outdo themselves like crazy if they got into that spot of Anarchy or Blood and Guts. Like,
oh my god, yeah, dude, them and Blood and Guts would be fucking. Oh, they would bleed like crazy. Bennett would be a fucking psychopath. Oh my goodness gracious. Also on the show was Serenity Demon Queen Emanata. Had a pretty sick match. Quick little match, but it was pretty sick. Their first match was awesome, so no surprise really. Speaking of Deeb, she'll be wrestling none other than the dentist herself.
Oh, man.
On the 5th year anniversary Dynamite, there was like a vignette for DMD. Okay.
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Sure.
I didn't even love the main event that much. However,
Oh yeah.
Roosh and Mortos looked fucking incredible together. Their chemistry was like actually wild. They were doing a litany of double team moves, and Roosh got the pin on Dax.
Yeah, on Dax. Yeah.
On Dax, which makes me think like, bro, they can't just be doing that for nothing, right? There has to be something here. It's either a singles push for Roosh or it's putting these two together.
I seen someone say that they should do. I mean, I wholeheartedly believe this. FTR versus Roosh and Mortos. Get it going.
Do that on the 5th year, bro.
Get it.
Oh,
going.
fuck yeah.
Get it going, brother.
That would probably be match of the night for me. Like, there's Ricochet, Will, sure, whatever. But dude, those four in the ring together. Oh
my god,
bro, Roosh and fucking Cash in there. I
like, and to me, this is one of like the most like underrated like. I can't even say it's like a rivalry because it's not an outspoken rivalry, but every time Roosh and Dax they get in the ring, they are always
beat the shit out of each other.
They beat out the shit out of each other every time. I like it just makes you wonder, like, did they just have like they have a talk one time? And it's like, yo, anytime we're in the ring, like, chop me your fucking hardest. And Roosh was like, okay.
That I think that's just who they are. Yeah. Like, Roosh is the kind of guy that he doesn't sell unless you like actually beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And Dax just does that. So like, it works. They got great chemistry.
It does work. It does. I want Roosh and Perry to fight again. I want Roosh and Perry to fight again. I want them to wrestle again. Really bad,
bro. That whole thing that happened, where like people were like, Roosh is fucking shooting on Jack Perry, brother. Come on, that's just how he grapples.
People swear they like. There's some people out there. They're like, man, I like. They swear they love tough guy characters. They love tough guy wrestlers until they actually get shown one. They actually get shown one that's like, he actually hits hard and he's actually a tough guy. And they're like, man, he is stupid. No, WWE would never.
Yeah, it's like I think most people are fine with it, but when it's the fucking WWF fans, most of the time,
is most of the time it's the fans. Yeah. The most extreme thing they've seen is Drew McIntyre. That's it.
I mean, there's Gunther, but yeah.
He's not extreme. He's just a good wrestler. I'd say like extreme. Like this is the most. That's the most hardcore shit they've seen is Drew McIntyre. Like, man, Drew McIntyre's fucking best. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love Drew McIntyre. Yeah. Okay. Strap match. Yeah.
All right. With your agenda.
Sorry.
Marigold is this weekend as well. Continuation of the Dream Star tournament. I didn't watch a whole lot. I watched 2 matches. I'm going to talk about them, and then I will let Khalid take over because he's got a little more to add. Sari versus Kazuna Tanaka. A very good match. Tanaka is like making quick progress. It feels like, at least every time I watch her, she's getting better.
New?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen it before. Bro, she's got a really good drop kick. A very, very good drop kick. She did a shoot headbutt in this match. There wasn't like a crazy sound, but the fact that she's showing the willingness to do so, my God. Yeah, tons of potential there. And then Mirai versus Victoria Yuzuki. Speaking of potential, Yuzuki is fucking capitalizing on her potential, dude. She is, again, she's improving like even faster than Tanaka is, like crazy. Probably my favorite match of the Marigold stuff I watched this weekend. I watched a couple of matches. Yuzuki has made. Oh, I already wrote this. Dude, she was doing these like sick ass judo throws on Mirai. Like a couple. They always look sick as fuck.
You didn't watch some of her Stardom matches? You never watched some of her Stardom matches?
I watched them, but I guess I wasn't. Did she do that in Stardom?
A bit, yeah.
They look fucking sick either way. Dude, the bump that you took on Mirai's lariat, bro, like directly on her fucking head.
Everyone like it everyone knows how to bump for Mariah's Larius. It's crazy.
She throws them well, brother. She's a fucking psycho.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are like the two matches that I really like that I ended up watching. You have more to add though. Feel free to talk about these matches as well, obviously. But yeah, go ahead.
So that was the second card they had, which was yesterday, I think. But the day before, which is what I watched, they had Miku versus Tanaka, which again she had to do Miku and Suri back to back. I know she is hurting. She's her chest got to be fucked up.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that match a lot. Miku did win. I'm pretty sure Tanaka has like 0 points. Sorry, Tanaka. Nene and Chiaki, the match is rated a 5. I didn't like it. It was like Chiaki, Nene was doing her entrance, and Chiaki interrupted her, or beating shit out of her and stuff like that. I think she put her jacket on. And they were like, it was like, it was, I won't say unnecessarily stiff, but I noticed some strikes in there. I was like, we're making it a bit hard. I liked it. I was like, wow, they're really putting it out there. And now I know Nene, like she's supposed to be slowing down, but like she still like puts out.
Doesn't seem like it.
It just doesn't seem like it's like she's still putting out. I know like a Joshi slowdown versus like an American wrestler slowdown. It's like is damn near two different things. But like Nene, like she can still buy a quality match. Passion for sure. Yeah. And then Suri and Misa. Misa Matsui. Now these two right here. Okay, so around like the later half of this match. Well, throughout the match, Misa, she's obviously outclassed, but she's still somehow able to stay neck and neck with Suri throughout this whole match. And then it got to a point where they did a roll for a pin. Suri stood up, did the stomp, Misa, and then went down for the pin. Misa then rolled back and then stomped her like 3 times, like jumped up, stomp, just foot stop. I found that pretty interesting because usually you don't see people do foot stomps on Suri. It doesn't really happen. That's usually like a Suri thing in her matches, like the foot stomps off the top rope, and wherever she can do it, she's gonna stomp on you. But Misa, she's like, man, fuck you, 3 stomps in a row, fuck you, bitch, it's my shit now. But it got to a point where Suri, she locked in this damn hole. She didn't do her Uranagi to finish this match off, which I found, and I don't even think she even did the move this match. I know she kicked out of some stuff that usually would sometimes be a finisher for Suri, but the Uranagi, the overhead Uranagi that she did this match. But she did finish this match off with I believe Zack Sabre does this. He does do it all the time. It's usually it's where he takes both arms. He just clips them. He clips them behind them.
Oh yeah.
But she the arm that she had that she was laying down on, she bent that bitch so far back. That shit looks so fucking nasty. And I'm pretty sure she turned her arm too. So from the angle where the camera was shooting it, it looked like her arm was inverted in like that. Like she just fucking ripped her elbow right. Oh my god! I was actually cringing. And then I seen her pull the other arm back. I was like, oh my god, please tap. And thank God she did. And Suri just sitting there with that big ass smile on her face. Fucking sick fuck. I was like, oh my god. And then even after the match, she was like, yeah, good match. I'm like, man, what the fuck? You just ripped your arm off. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Bro, Suri did the Uranagi against Tanaka.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know if it was like Tanaka's legs or something that were like fucking bent back when she did it, but the angle that Tanaka landed on was fucking wild. I love that move so much. Like it you can tell that it's safe, but some of the camera angles and some of the bumps people take on it are fucking wild.
When they hit the camera angle where Suri is right in front of the camera,
yes,
and you can't see how the person is landing. It just looks like she just killed somebody.
Yeah, because you just see their legs straight up.
You see their legs. And then they just fall to the ground. It's like, oh my god, they're dead. Oh my goodness, they have passed away.
Yeah.
Like, it's a crazy move.
It's sick.
Suri is fucking strong. She be doing that move to Hashimoto, and I'm like,
Wrestler of the year, brother.
like that's just insane. And then after this, it was Utami and Natsumi. This wasn't nothing crazy. This was just a cool little match. It wasn't too many hard hitting things going on. The most notable thing for me was that Utami had pigtails. I don't know when the fuck that happened.
The fuck?
Like, yeah, I was like, she came out. I was like, why the fuck do you have pigtails? What the fuck are we doing? You're supposed to be my fucking beast, and you're out here in pigtails. What are we? And they were laid in the front too. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Take them shits out. I ain't gonna lie, take them shits out, bro. Just.
I like to make it clear. Khalid is like mostly joking because people are gonna hear this and they're gonna be like, "These fucking incels."
Fucking incels, but not like
they think they own these Joshi wrestlers. Shut up, fucking Mark.
But yeah, the match was cool. Natsumi, she has like her meteoras. Until I saw, because I only saw her this year. Me and Matthew we watched that big show they had that had the
Summer Destiny.
Yeah. We saw that show. And that was our first time really seeing her, and her meteoras, they're
pretty sick. It was
Misa.
It was Misa, yeah.
Yeah, where she busted her lip.
Busted her lip. Oh my god.
That shit was so. And at the show where she ran down the entranceway and then ran all the way to the side of the ring to that fucking meteor. Like, she's.
I think that's where she busted her lip open as well.
Yeah, that shit was sick. She did one to Utami this match where she was draped on the bottom ropes like for like a drop kick, like how Suri does her drop kick, and she did a fucking meteor. I did it. God damn. That shit. I was like, Utami fucking laid out. I was like, oh my god, she's dead. Oh my goodness, she died. But yeah, love Natsumi. I do wonder like how they're gonna do like after this Star stuff or the whole GP, who they're gonna have challenge for Miku's belt and Natsumi's belt. Who's going to challenge for the tag belts?
I assume there's like, we haven't been watching like super duper closely as far as narratives go for this tournament. I don't think. I assume they're like building something.
Yeah. I do have a prediction for the tag belts. And I'm actually going to get into this next match because it was Koki versus Mirai. In the main event. Now, if you've been watching, you know that main event Mirai does not lose. But I can tell you right now that she lost this damn match. And it was to a big boot delivered by Koki. That's what shocked me because the match was going.
Yeah, right. It was like unexpected.
Yeah, she fucking did the big boot. I was like, okay, all right, hold on. 3? Are you sure this was a fucking botch? Was this a mistake? But then after the match, Koki cut a promo, and I'm not a Japanese speaker, but I did hear the words for tag team. I did mention that the person that she tags with a lot, Chica, they're like I forgot what their tag team name is, but they're like the tall representatives of the company, and it seems like it seems like what they're going to do is Chica and Koki versus Mirai and Mai Sakurai for the tag belts at some point eventually. Probably on that. I don't know if they're going to do it on the final show because Koki's at the fucking top of the leaderboard. Fuck that stuff. You know, actually, let's get into these leaderboards already since I'm already done with the card. Let's go get into these goddamn leaderboards because I'm getting leaderboards and then I'm gonna get into their I don't know. I don't think this is the last card, but no, this isn't because they have one on the 28th. The 28th is their last card. They have this card is coming up tonight, and then they have a card on the 28th, which I guess the 28th is the final, and they might do the finals on this the finals of the whole like GP on the same day. I don't know, but looking at these damn blocks, we have let's see. Okay, well I'm gonna just name these by Suri block and the Utami block because I don't know which one's Dream and which one's Star right now because they don't have the names up. But in the Suri block, Suri was not winning. Like last week. Last week, her and Miku were tied with like 5, I think, or something like that. But now She's leading the block with 9. And in second place is Nene and Mai Sakurai tied with 8. And then we have Miku at 7. Now, everyone has 2 matches left, I believe. I believe everyone has 2 matches left. So it'll be interesting to see. Suri fights Nene tonight. Jesus Christ. That might be that one might get a bit crazy. I might have to tune in. But the way it's looking, I want to say Suri wins that match. So and then Suri fights Bozilla. Ooh, shit. Okay. She might lose this, actually. She might lose against Nene and then beat Bozilla. Because so far, they've been keeping it like very close between these top people in these blocks. I'm noticing that. Like it's not like how like the G1 was this year or like last year where they had like one person who's winning just all their matches. And then well, actually, no, that's a lie because Suri has been winning all her matches, but she drew she drew in her last match. So it just makes me think that Nene might be able to get a win here, but then Bozilla is going to take the L. It's still going to end with Suri being at the top of her block, I believe. I want to say Nene and Mai Sakurai are probably going to finish at the second and third place of that block. Misa and Tanaka, they both have no points, and they're actually fighting. They will also be fighting tonight. For their first points, whoever wins gets their first points. And
I'm ready for Tanaka.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Two of the youngins, probably the youngest people on the main roster, like the main group of girls right now. Who are they're like the newest and youngest girls on the roster, I think. So yeah, we'll see what that's hitting on. There's Bozilla versus Chiaki tonight. There is Utami versus Nori tonight. Koki versus Chika, her tag team partner. That should be a little interesting. I wonder how that's going to go, and if they decide to. I'm going to have to watch like their interview. I don't know if they do backstage interviews. I think they do, but I'm going to have to see if they ever talk about doing tag team stuff for the titles. Mirai versus Natsumi, and then the main event, or what's shown as the main event, is Miku versus Mai Sakurai. That's probably going to be a banger. Let's look at this Utami block. This Utami block is a little interesting too, because why the fuck is Mirai not leading this block? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Mirai has 7 points. Koki and Nori have 8. And Utami has 6. Oh my god, she's a fraud. She's a fraud. She might have to sign the Stanford contract too.
Okay, well.
Just kidding. It's seeming like Rossi is not respecting his ace.
Bro, I'm so sorry. I have to say this.
Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna do a Rossi impersonation for the entire night 2 show. Okay.
Okay.
That was it. He was on his phone the whole fucking time.
Oh my god, bro.
He was on his phone the entire. It was fucking hilarious. Like, I'm not fucking around. He would like do this. He'd be like,
the guy is.
It was fucking like.
He is.
Mirai and Yuzuki were having a banger, and he was fucking.
Didn't give a shit.
Texting minors probably. Like, it was fucking crazy.
I need the roster to troll him like the Stardom roster. All right, so like the thing about Marigold is like love the promotion, but I need there to be a more distinctive like heel. I need a heel. There
isn't really one.
Yeah. There isn't.
Chiaki's the closest thing.
Yeah, the closest thing. Like she's the only one that just does that like. The jumping early before the match starts and things like that. She'll get a chair out. Just regular stuff. But there isn't no like definitive like, man, I don't like the crowd that's here. I don't like anyone. All of you are stupid for cheering these girls on. Like, I need something like that, to be like, yo, like,
Yeah.
like this is bad. And they also need someone to troll Rossi because when Rossi was in Stardom, Ty used to troll the shit out of him all the time. Julia used to do it too. He used to just troll the shit out of him. He used to knock his hat off and shit, and wouldn't shake his hand, like wouldn't stand next to him or some stupid shit like that. Like I need people to start trolling Rossi, and pretty quick because he needs to be embarrassed. All right, it's fucking Rossi Ogawa. Right? He needs to be fucking embarrassed. Okay, but Mari Gold, man. I'm not gonna get too much into this discourse. I'm not. I just want to share a little bit real quick, just what I think. The whole Mari Gold Stardom stuff is stupid. All right, if you're participating in it, put your phone down, touch grass. All right.
Watch your wrestling, bro.
Yeah. Just watch the damn wrestling. All right.
Oh my god, guys, Khalid's doing a watch all wrestling bit.
Not watch all wrestling, but just watch the shit that you like. Okay.
Have you ever seen that clip? It's a Late Night Grin when Bob is like, it's like whenever Ross started to get marginally better, I guess, for people. He goes, yeah. If you see people, he says, if you see people like enjoying themselves watching Raw, just leave them alone, man. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny.
Fucking. I personally would probably bully someone that like Raw, but that's just me. But I wouldn't publicly do it. Okay, it'd only be in private. But like publicly going on Twitter and be like, man, this show isn't selling tickets, yada yada yada. Where's the characters in this company? Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like it's
there was another company that people were doing that to this weekend, and it was Tokyo Joshi Sport Wrestling, but it was more about ticket sales than characters and stuff.
Man.
Quickly, we're gonna go into like some of the bigger stuff that was on the show. It was Wrestle Princess 5. Emi Sakura wrestled Shoko Nakajima. For me, this felt kind of flat for the most part, but the closing minutes were pretty good. I thought the last 5 minutes were pretty good. Just wasn't super into it for the most part, but I know you liked it, right?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was just a nice showcase between two vets at this point. Really, I was like, yeah, this is nice. I feel like I haven't seen an Emmy's like singles match in a while. I think last time I saw her was in Teej, but it was a tag match with Mizuki and I forget who else. But yeah, this is a singles match Emmy against Shoko. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. Like, it was like, I'm not saying it was like match
right. You thought it was good. You thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Fucking loser. I'm kidding. Yuki Arai versus Moka Miyamoto was kind of messy, but I thought again towards the end it came together somewhat nice. I like Yuki Arai a lot. Miyamoto's got a little ways to go, but it was fine. It was fine. Did you like it at all? Yeah, it was fine. Now, okay, folks. True devastation. True just. I mean, real, like, broke my heart. Daisy Monkey lost the titles to Maki Ito and Miyu Yamashita. Rest in peace to their title reign. I will love you forever. It's probably the most invested I was in any match. Like, the main event I knew was going to be good, but I also knew who was going to win, so it was like, But this one I like legitimately had no fucking idea. The sequence between Arisu Endo and Yamashita was fucking awesome. Like towards the end, Yamashita like kicked the fuck out of her, bro. This spin kick is like, it's one of the best finishing moves in the fucking business right now. It's like always fucking perfect. Most of the time it's fucking perfect. I know you said you were cool with Maki and Miyu winning the titles. Explain yourself.
Explain myself? Man, look, bro, they're like this is equivalent to like if fucking Miyu and Maki, they're like the biggest names for Teej probably right now. They're like still wrestle in Teej. Out like of course, you have Mizuki, who always goes trending, but like not too many people know her name; they just know her move. And then you have Miyu Watanabe, who
Japanese WWE is fucking crazy.
So many people posted that this week, and I was like, yo, I get it's a troll, but stop it, it's pissing me off. Like, yeah, Yamashita and Maki, they're like the biggest names, and for them to be they were gone, for a little bit. I think the last time that they were there a lot, they had the titles, did they not? They lost the titles to Daisy Monkey, didn't they?
Yeah. Let me check. Keep talking.
Yeah. But yeah, for them to, they went to America. They both went to America like on their own time, I think. And Maki does the GCW stuff, and Yamashita she be out there with Natalia training. Keep your fucking hands off. You just re-signed the contract, and keep your hands off her. All right.
No, Daisy Monkey beat Mizunami and Yuki.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's actually been a while since they even had the titles in the first place.
Yeah,
so,
it's been 2 years.
Oof.
Oh no, like a year.
A year. Okay. Yeah. So like, it's been a while. Daisy Monkey.
Year and a half.
They had a nice reign. I feel like they really like. I feel like this area teased the set of champions that they had right here in this little stretch. Like this is that was a nice batch. I feel like they all had me used to have her belt, but I feel like Daisy Monkey had a great tag team run. Unfortunately, it's just time for the possible WWE employees within the next year or two to, reign, let off their grievances, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be the last time they have the belts before they fucking leave. Yamashita's leaving. Yamashita's gone. She's gone.
I assume she's gone relatively soon. Yeah. I will say though, this is fucking breaking down on camera. I will say, Daisy Monkey losing the titles does mark the beginning of my Arisu Endo versus Miyu Watanabe for Grand Princess 25. So yeah, it's gonna happen. It should happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm beating somebody's ass. The main event for the show, Miyu Watanabe versus Ryo Mizunami. He's fucking awesome. I knew it was going to be awesome. I was hyping up the match multiple weeks beforehand. Some super fucked up portions early on. Miyu took that ring post directly to her head. Hard as fuck. And then she was leaned over to the apron, and fucking Ryo did a leg drop, and Miyu just didn't protect her head. She just headbutted the fucking apron, bro. It was fucking wild. And a little before that, Miyu had Ryo in the headlock, and she did the spin, the giant swing or whatever, in the headlock. Sick as fuck. Miyu, she did the power slam, which I love. She has a fantastic power slam. Yeah, I love this match. Miyu won. God bless. Sick as fuck. Again, how did you feel about this match, my friend Khalid?
Man, when they had the final, was it the Princess final or yeah. In that final, I was like, hey, yeah. You were also saying the same thing. Really, hey, this match that they're gonna have, this title match, Miyu and Ryu, it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna be nasty. And you heard what he said. It's fucking disgusting, right? It was fucking crazy. Miyu is the most she is, in my opinion, one of the most misleading wrestlers that I've ever seen. She comes out, she puts up her gang sign right in front of your face, LOVE. She puts that bitch right in your fucking face. Let her know she's all about love. And she gets in that ring, and she's a fucking mad woman. You're wrestling female Nigel McGuinness. It's literally who you're fucking wrestling. It's Nigel and Cesaro in one person, and you're not gonna have a good time. You're gonna get your ass beat. I would love. One thing I was wondering was Tej, great company. They produce a lot of good talent, but one thing they also do is a lot, or not. I'm not gonna say a lot, but their talent, they like to leave that company and go somewhere else. Like, they love to do it. Mina did it. Mina did it. Yuka did it. Poi did it, which is crazy because Poi would like current Poi and Tej would be
bro. Poi would probably be like, she'd be the champion, I would imagine. At least she would have been a couple of times by now, you know?
insane. Like it's crazy because they leave right before they hit that up stride. It is very weird because it's not like Tej is a bad place to wrestle. It's not like Tej is a bad company or anything, but it's just
we don't know how much they pay, you know what I mean?
Well, yes. I mean, well, they're under like the same company as Noah. So
Noah doesn't pay well.
Pay well. Never mind. You might be funny. I mean, like, I get going to Stardom because like biggest company, Bushiroad. You're probably definitely getting paid in Bushiroad. You're probably definitely getting that's New Japan, that's Stardom. You know,
you're getting more at least.
Yeah, you're getting more. You probably get a showing on like AEW or something like that. You know, you get to work in New Japan probably for a couple shows. More people do get their eyes on you more than likely. But it just makes you wonder who's next to leave and become like a star in the Joshi scene. But they started it. Like,
if
that's
Miyu
like
leaves, that's
and this crop again, like I was saying before, this crop that they have right now, a lot of these people, they're like, yo, they could be stars. Miyu's definitely one of them.
Miyu's probably the Yamashita's is good, but in terms of like just marketability and stuff and like the boring side of pro wrestling, Miyu
is literally like could be a star anywhere. Would more than likely be a star.
Anywhere. Bro, anywhere.
Look,
except AEW because they can't make stars.
It's I'm gonna get into it, but they would have her to lose like Saraya or some shit.
Yeah,
what are we doing? Like, you know, it's very stupid. But hopefully, like, I don't know. Right now, I don't want anyone to leave from there. I would love Miyu to like kind of be that driving force for Tej that helps Tej like somehow gauge more attention. I know like they have like their WrestleMania weekends. It usually does good. They're usually
the WrestleMania weekends are usually like the most I see people talking about Tej.
Yeah, and not to mention they also have like they have DDT that helps. Sometimes they'll or usually WrestleMania weekend is usually Tej, DDT, GCW. Unfortunately, if we change,
which by the way, folks, this will be the last comment from the pod. Some true just devastation to my favorite bits to do on this fucking show.
Oh yeah.
I'm sad to say
that shit was so fucking
the Silvatu journey in GCW has come to an end. He's been fucking kicked off of all shows going forward. He's been blacklisted from Game Changer Wrestling. For some reason, I have no fucking idea why. He was supposed to wrestle
Tremont, I think.
Yeah, Matt Tremont. But then they had to get Slade in there, whoever the fuck that is, to wrestle him. Yeah, I mean, truly just one of the most hilarious tweets to come across my timeline. Just made me so happy. Fuck Game Changer Wrestling.
That's just fun. And like in the tweet, they said they tried their best to prevent it. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I assume he was no-showed. Remember when he no-showed that indie to go to like it was like SummerSlam, I think.
Yeah, and
he was no-showed an indie.
Bro was in the fucking nosebleed.
He was in the crowd, just like sitting there looking really mad.
Just fucking crazy. I've seen people say that like he has like an attitude problem, so they don't think WWE's gonna keep him. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like
The
last name
horror.
Fatu, you're saying, right?
Yeah,
Last
they'll
name
try to
Fatu.
make it work. They'll at least make a deal at least. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
they'll be like, if you do good for this long, you'll get Anyways, folks, that's the end of the Graps podcast. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Make sure to check out King Charge Chronicles on October 5th. We're gonna be live. Hell yeah. Later.